All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast. My name's Will. Davey boy, how we doing today?
Was perusing Bro Bible. Shout out Brandon, not to name drop.
Shouts to Brandon, man.
Did you guys see that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are rumored to be starring as Hulk Hogan and Peter Thiel in a film about the infamous, Dylan, Gawker lawsuit? Why is this important? Well, it's not, but I did want to point out something that it made me think about. Randy, we put that photo I sent you up. This is, so I'm assuming this is not going to be any kind of Hulk Hogan wrestling stuff. This is just Hulk at trial, post-career, old Hulk, you know. So this is what Ben Affleck is rumored to be playing. And I just got to say, no matter if he knocks it out of the park or not, it's going to be really fucking funny.
He's going to knock it out of the park.
It's going to be some into oblivion.
The first moment a photo gets released of him doing this,
he's going to fully sell. He's going to go full Hulk mode. I mean, you have to.
Is this going to be something that's released in theaters, or is this more of like one of the like the OJ trial thing?
Truly hard to say. And to be fair to Eric Italiano, who wrote this article, I didn't read it. I skimmed it.
I know that this story was a big deal in like media circles, but like on a national scale, does it have a lot of appeal? I don't know.
Like I felt bad for the Hulkster throughout the entire thing. Anytime you're stroking your shit and someone like gets a video of it, like it's just never good for anybody. And so, but like, I don't like that Gawker's like important enough in someone's eyes to get a movie made about it. Gawker sucked.
It was a big deal, media-wise, legally wise too. I mean,
right.
And because Peter Thiel is a very politically active billionaire, and he financed the entire thing for Hulk just because he had a grudge against Gawker.
That's kind of sick.
So there's a lot of, I think it does have the appeal, but maybe not on like a huge level. And
who's playing JD Vance?
Who's the kid, the Sixth Sense kid?
Haley Joel Osment.
Is that a good one? I don't know who would play JD.
Is Affleck going to stack mass for this? Because Hulk,
he's going to dirty bulk.
Affleck's
famously a large guy.
But Affleck's not small.
Oh, he's big. I know.
They're saying here that Affleck, who has long been a fan of dirty bulking, plans to put on 30 to 40 pounds.
Dirty bulking?
That's not really in this. I made that up. But dirty bulking is a thing.
What is dirty bulk?
You dirty bulk, don't you?
I don't know what that means.
You know, like that dirty bulk.
Dirty bulk.
What is it?
Dirty bulking is the method of eating that involves consuming large amounts of calories to gain muscle mass, often without regard to food quality or quantity. Remember when Dan, like 2016 era Grandex, was just trying to put on mass in any way possible?
And he did a good job of it.
It was a dirty bulk.
He would give us like locker room, that digital scale that was in there. He'd give us weekly updates. Like he posted on his stories or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was it was like every week it was like 4 more pounds.
Yeah.
And he was so proud of it.
It was a dirty bulk.
It was a dirty bulk.
You should do that.
Was dirty bulk.
Was building 2 missing just like a bench press in there?
Yeah.
Like we should have had that.
A pull-up bar and a bench press.
Would have been sick.
Dan would have gotten nothing done. He would have just been working out the whole time.
Yeah, but no, I think he would have gotten more done.
That's true. Yeah.
Instead of thinking about working out, he could have just gone and done it real quick and then like gotten back in the bullpen.
Anytime the internet was dead, he was go get a set in.
He brought up on, did you listen to his episode when he was famously on this podcast a couple weeks ago?
No.
He brought up quota at Grand X, which I really enjoyed because no one threw a middle finger up to quota more than Dan Regester.
What was the quota? I don't remember a quota.
We had to write like 12, or like we had to edit X amount of columns per week and write X amount of columns per week. Dan never met quota, which I almost respected because I was scared shitless of not meeting quota and losing my job, which was clearly something Dan didn't have any cares about. And
no.
Yeah.
Dan has a meeting. He's like, hey man, you're not meeting your quota. You gonna do it this next week? No.
But we did notice you were eating an entire rotisserie chicken and 12 ounces of guacamole in one sitting.
And dry scooping a glazed donut protein powder.
The largest possible jug of protein powder you've ever seen, taking up like a fifth of your foot space under your desk.
Dan is such a perfect character. Like he's perfect.
He's got a mullet now too, dude.
He's great. Does he really?
Flattered. I'm flattered that he went mullet after recording with us.
I haven't seen his mullet yet.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it took him this long to go mullet.
I am too.
Yeah.
I've been requested by my wife to wait 1 week before getting a haircut. So the mullet lives on for at least a few more days.
Great.
Yeah, I don't think she wants it on the on my person when we go to her family wedding.
I can understand that.
I think it's going to be.
Oh,
I feel like it plays over there.
ultimately,
I think if anything, I
it is your
want.
call.
I think I want a mullet in Europe as opposed to not. You know what I mean?
Like, oh, that guy's American.
Yeah, he's American.
Yeah. Let's go pickpocket him.
Stop.
What's that supposed to mean?
A lot of pickpockets over there, man.
Over where?
Out Europe way.
Okay.
Which is why I had a little slim-fitting fanny while I was there. Fit around my tom-tom.
Bet you
Slim fitting fanny, he says.
I did.
Slim, thick fanny.
Usually you put pack at the end of that so people don't get confused.
Fanny pack.
I just want to watch out. I just want you to be careful. Stop profiling people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not profiling people, but you hear about the pickpockets over there. You got to be careful.
Oh, what? Because Naples?
Naples is a tough town, man. I was in Naples.
Yeah.
Out when I was headed out Isle of Capri way. We took a ferry from Naples.
You wouldn't last 3 minutes there.
There's no way I would. Within 5 seconds of walking out of the airport in Naples, I saw a woman posted up with her back against the car that we were going to get into, and she was just taking a dump on the ground.
Sick.
And she looked at me like, "Fuck you," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, this place is hardcore right now."
When we touched down in Naples, our ferry was leaving in like 25 minutes. So we found a cab driver. We were like, dude, we got to get there like right now. He goes, I got you.
How did he say
It was the most.
I got you.
I got you.
Oh,
It was the most badass cab ride I've ever been in my life.
That's
Those
sick.
tiny little streets. He was just
Dude, they already drive
no
wild
regard
ass.
for anyone's safety. It was a badass.
Dude, so like when this woman was doing that deed outside of the car, did you do like when you're like out with your dog? Your dog drops one. It's a normal thing to like watch the dog and like look around. It makes the dog feel more comfortable that you're watching out for predators. It's like a thing. Fly fishing
Because they're
Charlie
very
taught me that.
vulnerable.
Did you do that? Or did you kind of look away? Or did you maintain eye contact and just raw dog?
No, because it wasn't like this. Like, I don't think this woman had I don't think she was like homeless or anything, like having to poop outside. I think it was a situation where she was just like, I need to go to the bathroom really bad right now, and I'm going right here.
An accidente.
And I also don't care. Like, it was just like, she was just so like whatever about it that I was like, what is going on? I was already a little worried to go into Naples based on everything that people say.
What if they were setting you up and like you go to help and then someone steals your wallet? It was all play.
Ooh, yeah. This dumb American right here thinks I'm just pooping on the street.
Stupid American.
Sometimes you gotta go potty on the street.
The old country.
They fell for the poop again.
I've never had to go to the bathroom on the street.
I did on the side of I-10 one time.
Yeah, you wrote a column about it.
I sure did.
What was the headline?
I shit myself on Friday. Shit my pants. Shit. something
Including
like
the days, a good move, I think.
that. Yeah.
Is that the best day to do it?
Ooh, yeah, I think so.
What's
Get
the worst
weekend,
day?
Whole weekend ahead of you to get it out of
Sunday.
your system.
Sunday night. Just a bad way to like roll into the week.
Monday morning would be tough too. It's a
Monday
tough
morning
way.
would be pretty tough, yeah.
Yeah. I might have been there.
Really? You good?
No, not today. A while back.
Okay. Should we do some announcements?
Yeah, you could intro your other co-host if you wanted to, but we go straight to announcements.
I'm going to
if you want
announce Dylan Shivery, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey man, happy to be here. I look like I'm tired. I'm not. I feel great. I got puffy face. I don't know why. Didn't even drink. I slept like 9 hours. It was great. Anyway, I'm here, man. Let's ride.
9 hours must be nice, dude.
It was.
Must be nice.
It was really nice.
Must be nice.
What, Dave? Say something, bitch. You got that smirk?
That's a great intro.
Get it off your chest.
Dylan comes in here before the show. Do I look tired?
I feel like I do, man.
Kind of had like
Bro.
Shane Gillis, like,
Tired.
I look tired. I slept great. Like, yeah, dude, say that material for the show, please.
It's good, right?
Save it.
Tomorrow, beyond the paywall, I'm going to assume we're doing a little cold call action because the following week, we're doing a little expedited Do You Know It, a game show podcast, because Randy's famously going to Japan.
David?
Japan.
Washedmedia.com/cold
thing.
call if you want to submit your number. We'll holler at you tomorrow sometime between 10:30 and noon Central
Have your phone
Standard
ready.
Time.
Can
If you're on the toilet at work, that is not an excuse to not answer. Just say, hey, can I call you or hit me back in 10 minutes? And we'll hit you back in 10 minutes. But it's really defeating when you motherfuckers don't answer, when you put your phone number in the spreadsheet.
Here's what I've been told. It shows up for most people as spam. And I get you don't want to answer. It's election season. You don't want to do that. You don't want RFK calling you. Just answer in that window. Just trust us. It's probably going to be us if you filled out the form. So please answer. We started like 0 for 5 last week, didn't we? It's nothing crazy.
It didn't stunt the progress of the episode as much as it could have because we're absolute professionals and absolute boys. But yeah, it's a little defeating. It's a little defeating.
It takes the wind out of the sails a bit because you come into that show pretty hype. And
maybe even just putting your thing. I will definitely answer.
Why'd you look at me like that?
Yeah, Dylan.
Did I word that weirdly? I may have.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you could try to DM me, but if it's after 12:30 Central Time, like the episode's over. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, you dumb.
We're not going to run it back in the stew just to call you.
Mm,
Randy might call you from his personal.
maybe. No, I won't.
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
Let's just go have fun and let go with it.
Little Woodrows, let's go.
Recapping this weekend in fun presented by our friends over at Rowback. Rowback.com. Wash 20 will get you 20% off anything on their site. They've got that gas.
By the way, they have a new Peak Polo out now.
Okay?
Is that how you say it?
No, it's not Peak.
Piqua.
Pequod?
It's Pequods.
Pique with the accent mark.
It's Pequods.
Oh.
I don't know how to say it, but they
If
have a
they
new
want to
polo.
send us any of those, your boy has been loving himself some non-moisture wicking material lately. This is exciting news for everybody involved.
Just because you got the procedure?
No. It's more that like I've realized that all my polos are golf polos,
It's a TFM.
which is not a bad thing.
You understand that, right?
But having something to mix in sometimes where it's like, no, I am so responsible in life that I own a polo that is not meant for the golf course.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Or
get
the discoteca for that matter. Go shop their site. They got pretty much everything. They got everything from polos, hoodies, Q-zips, crew necks, vests, pullovers, long sleeve polos. I need to get a long sleeve polo for this fall.
Yeah, you do.
You have some. But you always get the
yeah.
bag from them. You're always side texting them being like, yo, can you slide me some L's?
No, but I'll tell you what, they do need to get on their shit and send me is that new Texas shit.
I thought you
They're
got
going
one.
to. They're going to
No.
send it to us.
Did they not leave us with the one?
No, they brought it, but I said, do we get
Let's blackmail them
take
right
this
now.
home? And they said, no, this is
We have
it was
photos
like-
of the design.
They
it was
honey
like-
dicked you.
It was like a 1 of 1. They just wanted to show me. He's like, oh, that's
We
your
have them.
tease.
Yeah.
Let's
I got
just
you.
let's threaten to release them early. Why don't we just produce our own polo?
We're doing an ad read for them.
Oh
so-
yeah, we should support them
Yeah.
instead of taking their business away. Hey, release the polo, Rowback.
Washed
Don't
20.
defraud your sponsor.
The DKR one is dope.
Yeah.
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 So wait, what is it? The Peak way?
I don't know how to say it, man.
I don't know.
PK? PK?
Oh, bro, we got a house. My dad had a house in PK.
The accent mark over the E would suggest it's PK or PK.
I think it's Piquet.
PK? Hard to say.
Boy, they're gonna drop us real quick.
No, they're gonna like this.
Hey Dylan,
Hey, man.
I got a question for you.
What I get into this weekend?
What'd you get into this
It's a
weekend?
very chill weekend with my son and my partner Parks. His mother's been out of town for a while, so we got to chill all weekend long, and it was fantastic. Saturday, we had a sleepover at my place. His buddy came over, played Monopoly.
Did you rent him Spawn?
No, we
Come
played
on, dude.
Monopoly.
Be the cool dad.
You
we
Spawn
played,
rules.
we played some Fortnite. He caught a dub in front of his buddy.
What grade's he in?
Going into fourth?
Okay. He's got one more year before Spawn gets rented by dad.
What is Spawn?
Dude, Spawn.
Bro, come on.
Spawn was sick in 5th grade.
We
Kind of
saw,
scary.
Oh yeah.
we saw Despicable Me yesterday.
Like the Orig or like
No, there's a new one out.
okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Forgot the official name of it. It's the new Despicable Me 4 or something. I don't know. Anyway, I fell asleep again. I can't stay awake during the movies when I take him. It's like 7 in a row. I'm not even kidding. I missed like 5 minutes of the movie. What's my problem?
I don't know. I've even gotten better lately about falling asleep mid-television show.
I even housed like a giant Diet Pepsi because they don't have Coke products there. And I still was like so tired. It was,
Hungry.
yeah, it's crazy. Anyway,
You can't spell narcolepsy without narc.
I guess.
No, I mean that is facts.
I'm on Letterboxd right now. I don't see a review for your Despicable Me journey yet.
Well, because I missed a crucial 5 minutes of the film, I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Okay.
What part did you miss?
It was during the climax.
Okay.
It's a part of a movie.
Yeah, I understand. I just
What's it
for
rated?
something about you.
It's a kids movie. Come on, man. Anyway, that's pretty much it, man. It's
I fell asleep
really-
last night during the recoupling ceremony. Had to ask Sally, who went home after. Pretty embarrassing.
Has there been any triple kissing in the villa?
No triple kissing in the villa yet.
You ever triple kiss?
No, but
No.
they did it on like
I'll be
Real
honest.
World. or
Even like
something.
when people were doing it on like MTV, like when I was like,
Dude.
I mean, when I was in middle school, read between the lines there and watching MTV Spring Break. Even when people would triple kiss on there, I was like, that's not that cool.
I never got to triple
I
kiss.
remember
I missed the boat.
I found it off-putting, like to watch someone on spring break, like, oh, and everybody got crazy, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
just
don't-
kind of like lips and tongues just kind of moving around.
You go tongue, right? You got to. It's gross, man.
I don't know how to triple kissing isn't kissing, dude.
Did you ever quad kiss?
No,
I missed
me
out on
neither.
that
no, I
too,
didn't.
man.
No,
Me
not
neither.
something I got into.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. We played a little baseball too. Had some fun.
Hey.
Watch the Olympics.
Is Parks at the age with like when he has a friend over, or is he just like too good of a kid to where like when you go to bed, they're like, all right, we gotta fuck with my dad somehow. Let's like go
No.
like let's go drop a smoke bomb in there.
No, he's not there yet. I'm
That'd
sure
be good.
it's coming.
Actually, Smoke Bomb's great for that.
Yeah,
I would respect
let's
it.
go
if he
like
did it.
try to set the house on fire. Like,
Sets the alarm off.
because
The whole building has to empty out because of a little shithead kid.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, the problem is it's like our generation. We came up and it was like Tom Green, Jackass. It was the era of like messing with your parents and sleepovers and
Dirty work.
dirty work, even. Yeah, so I'd like to apologize to my parents for that.
Yeah,
I'm glad that Parks hasn't been infiltrated by
he's
that.
not in the shithead era yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
I don't think it is.
And that concludes my weekend in fun. It was a great one. Davey, how about you?
He caught you slipping.
Bitch,
I'm passing you the rock.
I know,
if I
but
slip, it's intentional.
wow, damn. You could probably tell by my face. I do look tired, and I know it. And my face feels tired. It feels puffy. I played a lot of golf. I was asked a couple weeks ago, would you like to join this golf trip? It's 10 years running, and it's a bunch of guys who all know each other from hometown, college, and whatnot. And you'd be filling in for somebody who had to back out. So I was like, all right, yeah. So I was allowed to go. It's in Marble Falls, about an hour, 9 minutes away.
You didn't even have to write an application on like a newsletter to like get an invite like that.
I really didn't. No, I feel like your time is coming though.
One day Isaiah Thomas meme, I hope to get a nod.
I mean, you met all the requirements.
I'll be honest. I'm so beyond desperate for like a golf trip that it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing how desperate I am.
We should just do one. We know enough people around.
I'm
here.
going on one. I'm going on one this fall. That's 3 days, and it's my light at the end of the tunnel, man. It's all I care about in life. Just
Well-
trying to bond with some dudes over playing mediocre golf together.
Well, that's exactly what I did over the weekend. The West Texas Invitational, the WTI for short. It's roughly 5 rounds in a 3-day stretch. 2 rounds a day and then a round of singles on Saturday. But 2 of those rounds on the first 2 days are alt shot, which I'd never done.
I don't like alt shot.
Let me tell you, when you go alt shot with a group of guys you just met, it's a little nerve wracking.
It's not a satisfying way to play a team competition.
It does go quickly though. I will say that.
Yeah.
And it's nice not playing 36 of your actual.
It's true.
Because that would have been a lot. It was
True.
very hot too. But it was delightful. And I got to give a shout out to all the guys. First of all, Ryan Blaine, and his proprietary Malibu and Diet DPs and lime. Don't forget the twist of lime. Garrett, Chris for having us out at his place is delightful. And I have to say, these guys collectively have the strongest belt game I've ever seen. I've never felt like a bigger bitch with my belt. I am a very boring belt guy.
I told you, dude.
I know.
I told you in the office the other day that
You did tell me.
I bought a new belt just because I'm like I'm lacking right now. I have a big blind spot in my belt game, so I bought like a belt from a golf course so that I have that in the arsenal. And that would get busted out on any golf trip. I need to update my resume.
I rocked the same probably Joseph A. Banks or Brooks Brothers belt that I've had for well over a decade. And man, I just got alphaed by these belts.
You got to be careful out there, dude.
It's really strong, and I applaud them for their belts.
I want to wear my new belt, but I'm worried that it's still so hot in Texas that if I am doing that while golfing, like I'll ruin it by sweating on it.
Yeah.
It's a real fear.
That's a real fear. I get that. I've done that before too, among other substances.
I'm a big fan of my braided belt lately because it doesn't have it doesn't have like loops or holes in it, so you can just like vibe and imagine your waist being any size that it is.
Yeah, no, that's a good thought too. A braided belt will play on the course. Look, our team didn't win. I won one match, halved one match. So I scratched out 1.5 points, and I lost my first 3. There's some tough draws.
Anyone go over?
Maybe. We don't need to name names.
Is there money at stake here? You guys
There was some
gamble?
monies.
Okay.
There was some US dollars. But it's one of those deals where like you get a little payout for winning a match, for getting points, skins. It's worth your time on that front.
I was going to skin a bear this weekend, actually.
Really?
Mhm.
Just as a joke?
Yeah, I found it on the side of the road.
Yeah, that's a common thing. I mean, we've all been in that position, right? It was delightful. We ran back night 2, ran back Gillis stand-up. Second time watching all the way through. I gotta say, it's probably the best stand-up
That is
of the
such
last.
a dudes after 35 move is like shutting it down by watching some stand-up.
It crushed. It crushed with everybody. People who hadn't seen it. I will tell you what didn't crush. Final night. We may have picked the wrong. I think you should leave to throw on.
Oh no.
The Fred Armisen bit where he's like got
The kids that it beats up.
I think that we lost some people. You saw some people kind of like all right, well.
I don't even know
I
which
gotta
one
get
that is.
It's a forgettable one.
He stages a situation where he beats up a couple of kids to show his kids
It's clearly fake.
what happens if they misbehave or something.
And
I
it
can't
goes on
remember.
too long, and it's clearly written for Tim, but they got Fred Armisen to do it, and he's just acting like Tim, and it's just like
Yeah, it's not their best one.
it's not their best.
Okay.
And also like it was the driving crooner one, and I think people were like, I think you just need to be in a different headspace to watch that one.
You
But,
definitely do.
yeah, it's a lot. But
You should do what we did on Barrett's bachelor party and watch only the movie Aspen Extreme,
that's sick.
in addition to watching Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, we just kind of cycled that through.
Yeah, that's that's good. And we watched a lot of Olympics. Olympics were popping, man.
They were. It was a good weekend of Olympic watching.
The golf, man, that's a lot of golf. Even if you are doing alt shot, mixing that in, it's the most I've been out on a golf
Oh,
course.
I thought you were
in
talking about the
3 years.
Olympics golf.
No.
I think
that
the
was-
Olympic golf should be match play.
They need to have some kind of team component.
I think it's more fun to do match play than a 4-day tournament in this style.
Yeah, it's just
I
a
don't
straight
hate
up
that.
stroke play, right?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, I think match
Has it
play.
always been like
I think
that?
match play works for the Olympics.
If you get out there and you're stroking your shit,
yeah,
I knew that was coming.
he said it's a stroke play. Did you hear him?
stroke light,
No, stroke, not strobe.
stroke light.
What else could I tell you? Look, that's it. You got to know this. Your guy hit some great shots. He had like 7 just catastrophic holes where the body just was like, you know what? You're
Come
not
on,
gonna
Dave.
you're not going to find the club.
You got to
face.
avoid the big miss, dude. Hank Haney.
Good news is with most of those formats, like you don't really, when you're head up playing match play, if you're you're not going to get a 9. Doesn't matter. You're already out of the hole. You've laid down the hole.
Dude, my handicap won't even let me card a 9.
That's very
I'm
beneficial.
different.
Damn.
So good time all around. So appreciate them having me out. Will.
I had my absolute boy over on Friday night, and guess what? Brat Summer out. Bratwurst Summer in. Spelled the same.
Okay.
Yeah, it was brat season. There was talk of Tex-Mex, but I pivoted at the last minute and I said, why don't we just come over here and grill? Thought about making fajitas for everybody, but didn't really feel like it. So we just tossed some brats on the grill. You know, I had that mustard going. I even had some crazy relish going too, Dave. Different. I made
Sounds
some great
great.
margaritas. Made a large batch of margaritas. Very happy with my performance. Manning the grill, making the marks. Just really accomplished there, you know? Feels good to feed mouths.
Sure.
You know me. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I went to Sauce's party despite Randy trying to have a slander campaign against me for months on end about how I'm not going to go to Sauce's birthday party.
I saw a little video of you at Sauce's party.
I went to
man.
Sauce's party. Not only I was like the second person to show up. And yeah, I let it rip at Sauce's party, dude. Randy showed up about 2 hours late. Just absolutely zooted on early birds.
Like an hour and a half. But
Requested that I make him a martini. Started putting me on the spot.
That's kind of why would you show up 90 minutes late to your buddy's party?
It's messed up, dude. Randy showed up looking slick, though. Crazy fit on this guy. I'm surprised he didn't have some cigarettes rolled in his sleeve the way he was flossing.
What was he wearing?
Was he
he had that
zesty?
shit on?
He had some black jeans on.
those black jeans are slacks.
Did
He
he
had
have
some
a
black slacks on. He
wife
had
pleaser?
yeah, I think he had a wife pleaser underneath his white lace shirt, and then he was hitting him with some loafers.
Oh.
Damn right.
Yeah, Randy was going crazy.
I'm so retail therapy coded.
Mm-hmm. It was an Italian themed party, so you know if you weren't dressed like you were going on the Italian coast, then what were you doing? Yesterday I played my cue card.
Any Panama hats there?
No Panama hats.
Missed Oppo.
No Panama hats. Yeah, I played the cue card yesterday. I wasn't feeling too great after drinking late night Negronis with the boys. And so decided to get some comfort food in. How about that rain we got yesterday? We're just glossing over the rain we got?
Dude,
It
I
was
didn't
straight
know it was
pissing
going
on
to
us.
rain. It pissed for like 30, 45 minutes straight. It
I
was
was playing
awesome.
I was playing fetch with Rosie and looked over and I was like, oh, those clouds look a little dangerous. 5 minutes later,
Yeah. It was an
big old
absolute-
drop.
Just getting
Absolute
pissed on.
sky stroke.
I've never seen my little garden be so flooded before.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice. It was nice. But yeah, I just piled some Q on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got a little Texas brisket,
Uh-huh.
What's Q saying? these days?
jalapeno sausage.
Is Q still operating?
I don't know.
QAnon?
I think they've rebranded as Project 2025 or whatever.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Okay. I like Blue Anon.
Yeah.
It's a different take. This ain't your grandma's Q.
It's the opposite of QAnon.
It's certainly not your grandma's Q.
You know how I don't know like my lefts and rights very well?
Yeah.
I also really struggle with associating red or blue to Republican or Democrat.
Really?
Yeah, like if I never retain the information for more than like a couple days, and then I have to go back to it later.
It's binary.
It's almost like I'm still screwing up my lefts and rights.
Republican does give blue to me, but it's not.
Right?
Doesn't it?
It's I feel like it should be the other way based on
too.
vibes.
I do too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why red's traditionally more hawkish,
I don't have a good
although that
explanation
has
for
been
it.
blurred in recent years.
Just feels like it should be blue. Don't know why.
Leanne Rhymes.
They got to make RFK
Go
like
ahead, buddy.
purple or
I was
something,
gonna
right?
hit the blue, but it's really hard to hit.
Do it. Hit the whoa.
I'm not gonna hit.
Hit the
I'm-
whoa. Don't do it.
Which one's the whoa? Whoa. Like that? How's it go? I don't know.
No, do it
It's
again.
been
You
a
can't.
minute.
Well,
You don't
Randy,
have to say
ISO
well.
Cam Dillon, please.
That was good. It's more of a visual show.
I crushed it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Hop on the YouTubes for that one.
Whoa. YouTube.com/circling back.
Shout out Black Rob.
Pretty. Oh yeah, dude. Like whoa went crazy.
When I heard that one, I was like, I need to go buy some Timberlands, roll my jean leg up. I didn't, but I thought about it.
I was listening to Black and Yellow the other day for the first time.
So
in
good?
so long, and like, I fell down an entire Wiz Khalifa wormhole.
That's a good song.
Yeah. If you ever want to hear a really good mixtape, just go listen to Kush and Orange Juice by Wiz Khalifa.
Say less.
Vibes off the charts. It makes you want to get a PJ with your boys and just
Smoking
go wild.
weed, getting vitamin C. Sounds pretty cool.
Makes you want to get on a PJ with your boys.
Mm-hmm.
I always want to do that. Just
Mhm.
never had the opportunity.
Dude, one day you
You
will.
just want to call Frankie up and be like, let's go. We're hitting an island somewhere.
We're fueling the jet up right now.
God.
We're going to Little St. James again.
Stop.
Not
I'm
that.
not going
I was
there.
testing you. I was testing you, dude.
I pass.
How devastated are you if your boy's like, dude, get on the PJ.
I'm not on those logs, man.
We're heading down to the Caribbean. You're like, oh hell yeah, dude. My rich friend invited me on the PJ to go to the Caribbean. You get on the plane, you get the person on deck like, we're gonna be touching down at Little St. John in about 2 hours time.
LSJ?
St. John or St. James?
James, I mean.
St. John's dope. Very different.
I wouldn't want to go to LSJ, especially now. The vibes aren't good.
The vibes are forever
Are
tainted.
the vibes debatably better than they were though?
Can you rehab those vibes
No.
on that island?
No, it's tough. I think the only way to rehab the vibe is to just light the entire island on fire and allow it to regrow.
Just tear everything down.
Yeah.
Just raw land and then build up from there.
I just need to know what happened in that little like chapel looking
I
thing.
don't.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
need-
Maybe that's
yeah.
the idea. Maybe that's the idea.
You're talking about the ritual room?
Yeah. I like to imagine just a piano in there and you just play piano in there and vibe out. But there's something that tells me that something else is going on in that room.
Someone was sacrificed, right?
Creed.
No, they're still around.
Hard to say, man.
It's their sacrifice, not yours.
Scott Stapp.
Yep. He's the lead singer. What, Dave? Say it,
Nothing.
bitch. You got something?
Nothing. I was just thinking about us. I was trying to remix the song with you and your name, and it's just your name has so many syllables. So it's very difficult.
My chivalry.
It's just 3.
My name is Dylan.
That's good.
I'm eating glazes tonight. And we're working on it. It's a campaign song.
It's not a bad Scott Stapp.
By the
man.
way, merch week. Keep an eye out.
Rolling. Ooh, we got some things
Dave,
cooking.
You got to stop pumping up merch week. We don't have any merch to sell right now.
No, but
we sold it all last week.
I'm letting people know that we are thinking about merch this week.
I
And
saw
I
someone
some
tweet us
stuff
like,
the
"Hold on, I thought it
whiteboard.
was merch week. We didn't see any merch." And I was like, "Yeah, we don't have anything right now."
I saw some things on that whiteboard when I got in this morning. I was like, oh, okay, someone cooked here.
I woke up
The
angry.
People here.
I woke up angry this morning that the words Glizzadente 24 were not on the list of ideas for new merch. Like it's such a layup.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah. I got some things cooking too, by the way.
Okay.
I got some things cooking.
Something tells me that the things that you're cooking aren't hot dogs.
Think like popular item of a year ago, but like remastered in a sexier hotter
Remastered,
way.
he said.
Yeah.
I don't like how you said that.
Remastered.
It's gonna be remastered. You'll see, people.
Okay. Let's hear from our friends over at BetterHelp because this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Dylan and I were talking recently on a little 2-man booth episode about how comparison is the thief of joy. And it's easy to envy other people's lives. I've gone through this in therapy before. That's definitely something I've had to hang my hat on at one point. It might look like people have all their stuff together on Instagram, but in reality, they probably don't. And therapy can help you focus on what you want instead of what others have so you can start living your best life. Therapy's great. I've been using therapy for probably 6-7 years now. I've used it everywhere from being touch and go and kind of scheduling appointments as I need them to having regular weekly appointments just to get my head right, whether it's about personal life, work life, whatever. Everything seems to be fair game. And if you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. You just fill out a brief questionnaire, you get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time with no additional charge. Stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/circling today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/circling. RFK.
Yes.
Here's the thing. This dude's got some weird intricacies about him, you know? He's got some interesting facts. He likes to work out in jeans.
That's honestly one of the cooler things.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. Well, as it turns out, he really knows the laws around roadkill in New York.
A lawyer himself by trade.
If you haven't watched the RFK Bear video of him telling the story, you can go watch that on his Twitter feed. There were rumors that he was trying to get ahead of a smear piece.
And you did? Kind of?
A smear piece.
Don't smear your piece.
Hippies.
Kids would probably do that on like a bus back in the day. Put it on the window.
Baseball.
Yeah. Oh,
locker
that's
room,
got major
100%.
baseball team vibes.
Dylan knows.
Yep.
Yeah, this
Fucking
weird
Were you guys
shit.
smearing peace
those
on the baseball
fuckers.
bus?
We weren't, but we had some weird shit going on. For
Okay,
sure.
okay,
Yeah, and
okay.
I'd rather not share.
Apparently, he was trying to get ahead of it, so he like told the story on his own Twitter feed to like maybe lessen the blow or something.
I've always said that the best way to like get out ahead of a story like that is to sit down with Roseanne, who Will this morning was like, "Wait, who's it? Is it the video with this old lady in it?" I'm like, "Wait, that's Roseanne."
Yeah, Roseanne.
I didn't know
Barr.
that was Roseanne Barr.
You got to just sit down with the squad with your absolutes and then just tell the story. Like, look,
I
here's
do
the
think-
deal.
Is it RFK's dream to be sitting in his office talking to Roseanne Barr about the time he ditched a bear in a public park?
I did love Roseanne as a child. That was a staple.
I never
in my
got into that
household.
show.
I liked it. I respected it for what it was, but it wasn't something I wanted on all the time.
I do think the move he did by just telling his story on his Twitter feed is a good way to get out in front of a story. Like here's what happened according to me.
So
Yeah.
he said that he
Control the
he
narrative.
said he was driving down the road and saw that someone had hit a bear cub.
Freshly killed.
So he put it in the back of his car because he was going to skin it and take the meat for his fridge.
Which he points out is legal in the state of New York.
He then never took the bear out of his car and just left it in as he returned to New York City to go to Peter Luger's Steakhouse, a Michael Weiner favorite.
I've heard good things. We might have to put that on.
I love how he
docket.
drops the steakhouse name too. Like, yeah, I
It's
eat
frat.
well. I
It's
eat
frat. It's frat. And like it's
Petey
so
Lugs?
it's also hilarious for him to be like he was doing some like hunting event or whatever in upstate New York, but yeah, I had to get back to this steakhouse dinner. I wasn't drinking, but other people were drinking. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
yeah, okay, buddy.
Does
Sure.
he not drink?
I don't know. I don't know. And instead of like just like I don't even know what you're supposed to. Once you return to New York City with a bear in the trunk of your car, I don't know what you're supposed to do with the bear at that
You
point.
got to get rid of the bear before you return to the city. I think that's common sense.
Could you
Most people
call
would.
like couldn't you just call like animal control and be like, hey, I picked up this bear on the side of the road with the intent of like being a law-abiding citizen and doing what I can do with this roadkill, but like now I'm kind of in a scenario where I got to catch this flight.
So we had a bear in the city. He's like, I don't know what to do with this bear. I can't leave it in my car while I eat at this upscale steakhouse. I got to do something with it.
He should have brought the bear into the steakhouse.
What if RFK was like the fourth Fack brother on the next season of The Bear?
I could see someone showing up with a bear and being like, holy shit,
Yeah,
what do we got to do with this bear?
Is
Is that the final course?
That's it. That's how the show ends. It's like, oh, it was actually a bear. Like, that's like the whole thing. A dead bear.
All right. So what do you do with it?
Dead bear.
I got a question. Okay, well, first of all, the right thing to do is you can, if it's like in the road obstructing, take it, move it, get it out of the road. Leave it out there for, vultures, whatever, they to come eat it and feed off of it. That's what
Circle
they
of
do.
life is what you're
Circle
saying,
of
David.
life. I don't think it's going to be the meat you're going to get off of a black bear cub, right? It's a cub, right?
Yeah.
It's a small bear.
Yeah.
After it's been hit by a vehicle, there's no way that's going to be good meat. There's no way.
My first reaction was like, I don't really know if I believe that this bear was in good condition.
You eaten bear before?
A bear
No.
cub getting
I mean, either.
no.
You can. You got to cook it.
You can't eat it raw.
No, you got to cook it like real high.
You can't just take a pinch of it and throw some Lowry's on top.
But like maybe you don't want to eat something that died that kind of death. I feel like you want to.
Why?
The stress hormone that like infiltrates the, you know what I mean? When you're like dying,
Taints
slow,
the meat?
painful. Yeah, I think it does. That's
I
why.
don't think you want to eat the taint.
If you like, I don't know. I'm out of my element here. Yeah, look, even though I've got like a 3-day beard, what, Randy?
Will's joke.
Don't want to eat the taint, he said.
Have y'all had pizza ever since we established that the area between the cheese and the crust with the red sauce
The
is
pizza
the taint?
taint?
Yeah. Have you guys confronted that mid pizza eating yet?
I had Zaw last night, actually. I forgot to mention that.
Really? You played your card and you weren't going to tell the
Yeah, I
court?
forgot. Pine House after the movie. Got a little meatball.
We
cheese
pay
and
for that one,
meatball
or
I believe it or not, I paid for that one myself.
what was the order? Hit him with the ooh la la?
I got a little side salad, the Italian chop, and then Parks. He likes cheese pizza, but I'm making him put a protein on it, so we got meatball pizza, and it was pretty good.
okay.
We shared it.
Okay.
It was good.
I'm hungry. I got a real issue with this story.
We didn't get the part to explain what he actually did.
He set it up to look like a bike accident in Central Park.
Like a bike.
Because there had
hit the
been
bear.
several bike accidents happening.
Yeah, there's a dead bear next to a mangled bike, I guess, and people found it. Like, what the hell's going on here?
There are easier solutions
going on
than
here?
doing what you did.
What's going on?
Yeah.
First of all, zero payoff on this prank if this went down the way he said it did. And had I been there, it wouldn't have gone down this way. Let me just say that.
Mhm.
Also, this just reeks of like, I don't know. This seems like something that like a rich guy and his rich friends would find funny. But
Yeah.
it's not funny.
Yeah.
Right. If you're like a group of 20-year-old shitheads, like, and you come across like a bear and like, oh, this would be funny if we staged some kind of like stupid accident in the middle of like a highly populated area. I can see that being pretty funny. It's weird that he did this like in his 60s, 50s, 60s.
Any age above, honestly, like 25. Is
Yeah.
weird, right?
Yeah.
Maybe even 20.
Yeah.
It's like the pay, like even in my, like if this, I'm trying to think if I was in high school and this happened, maybe would have found it funny. It's just like, I don't know.
It's like presumably whoever hit the bear with your bicycle, they got up and left while the
Yeah.
bear died.
Yeah.
You just, dipped on the scene.
I'd be on that scene with a fat ass fucking bear in.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck yeah, I do.
Just up
What'd y'all think of season 3?
Oh, it's good.
Season 2 is better, but I really like season 3.
You watched season 3?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've not finished season 3 yet.
you do. Okay.
I'm chopping through it appropriately.
no, I know.
I'm serializing it because I think it'd be a better show. I think it'd get a lot more acclaim
That's a
if like they just put it out weekly instead of like dropping all
You're-
the episodes at once.
stop.
It could be like a nationwide narrative.
Are you quoting Bill Simmons? Because he absolutely said the
Everyone who
exact
says
same
that,
thing.
like everyone who says that, it falls on flat ears to me because that show gets more glaze than any show I've ever seen. Justifiably, I understand the glaze. But to insinuate that the bear is not some cultural moment when it drops is like just wrong. It's so popular.
I've listened to 3 Bill Simmons pods in the last 2 months.
serialize it.
And he 100% had that.
Randy and I
thing.
talked this out the other day. Randy and I are fans of the way that Apple TV and Amazon do this. They will release a few episodes to give you a little nibble, and then they'll do weeklies for like the next 6 episodes. I think that's nice.
That's the best way to do
Get
it.
the
Like
hook
the first 3 episodes,
brings you
first
back.
2, get that little bit of binge, and then like, all right, now I can.
Dude,
do
I
weekly.
freaking love binging, man. You know that about me.
You'll binge anything.
Yeah, this is just. I'm going to say it. I don't think he's going to win the election. RFK.
RFK, I have concerns about his polling.
Okay.
He should poll better.
Mm.
Oh, I thought you were going to say maybe like he hasn't vaulted to the top like you thought.
Can we talk pole vaulter?
It's good. It's a good segue. Yeah.
2 standout events for me this weekend in the Olympics: 100-meter dash. I guess golf as well as I don't know, the dude's huge hog hitting the bars. He came down on the pole vault. It's tough.
You got to tape that thing to your thigh.
He does hit the pole on his way up, though, right? I mean, he had his piece not completely.
It's just a peace play.
But his piece wasn't the reason that.
Is there any part of him that like thought that he wouldn't be able to make it because it'd be like a PR for him? And so he was like, you know what?
I'm just going to stuff my meat
Let
up
it
on
hang.
the pole.
What if he's the new girth master?
I'd like to point out he has a big snake tattoo on his arm, like wraps around his forearm.
It's a reptile tat.
And it's like, I wonder if that is symbolic.
You can't do that.
What,
If you're a guy
I'm
rocking
not
that-
connecting the dots. What do you mean?
So like the snake in this situation would symbolize his large penis that we are all now aware of.
What country was this guy from?
Hard to say.
Hmm.
He's giving Denmark. I don't know why.
Poland?
Are they known for their hogs?
Not sure.
No.
Anyway, yeah, his meat was his meat finished it took the pole down.
Did y'all see the tweet that said it was him talking in the Olympic Village after, just going, "No, I didn't win a gold medal." You want to know why? You know, he's talking about his huge piece.
Right. Yeah. I must have missed that. Yeah.
What if, like, instead of using the pole vault, if he,
He uses penis.
yeah.
I don't think it can do
Has
that.
anybody ever, Randy, you ran track and field. Anybody ever done that?
I don't think anyone has ever used their penis to pole vault. No, David.
That would be pretty amazing.
Did you do pole vault, Randy?
Nah, I was a hurdler.
Did anyone do pole vault in your high
It's tough,
school?
man.
Yep.
But like it was
Yeah.
only like a couple people.
Yeah, it was only a couple. But we had one kid go to state. I don't know if he podiumed or not.
I feel like
but
if
we
you
had some
were,
good
I
pole
feel like if you were
vaulters.
one of like the couple people that actually did pole vaulting in high school, you always made it to state because not that many people did it.
Yeah, I'm not even sure we had that.
We had the equipment, but like no one ever wanted to do it. I don't think we even had someone that could properly instruct you what to do. So
Right.
like it was pointless. I enjoyed doing high jump in track and field day.
Oh, how'd you go?
You did?
I never finished worse than third place in elementary school for high jump.
Dave
Fuck
just
yeah.
gave you the most like, I got to hear this.
Y'all think like
Question
y'all
ball.
think I was just trash because I threw a football bad one time. I'm a coordinated human being. I also used to be like this. I was so rail thin that like high jump actually kind of made sense for a little bit.
You were sick at footy, right? You're pretty good.
No, I wasn't that good.
He was a
Oh.
skater boy.
I wasn't that
You
good.
got to have coordinated feet for that.
Yeah.
I was fine at soccer, but I was like, I wasn't first on the team sheet. Let's put it that way.
I don't think anybody did pole vault at Duncanville when I was there. I've never seen anybody like.
I saw that some like 5-star kid just transferred to Duncanville from out of state.
Yeah, he did like an announcement thing. It's like just high school.
No, it's tight.
Dude, the dunk is crazy with talent.
Yeah, it's pretty much going pro there.
We need to figure out if we can get a game on our like as a squad up there.
I would love to.
If we can get into that Duncanville DeSoto game. No, the pole vault always scared me. It's still to this day like it's one of those things. It's not quite like X Games shit where you're like, how do they even practice for that without like getting like seriously injured? But it used to be. Like when I was like, dude, they're like upside down, and like I would be all discombobulated.
I feel like injuries are probably really common, and especially
This
when
dude's
you're
out here
learning how to do it.
discombobulated. What?
What happened?
They're making me enter a password to go buy some Duncanville Panthers gear. I was just going to buy like a moisture wicking polo from them and wear it in the office every once in a while.
That hoodie does look kind of tough.
Dude, I know, right? Like, I feel like if any school has like dope merch that you can buy online, it's Duncanville because they're like a pro sports team at this point. I can't get HSHS Rams gear online, David.
Is that why you went there? Did they recruit you to join the football program?
It was kind of a passive recruitment, but yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever do debate?
We didn't have debate club.
We didn't either.
It always seemed cool.
I feel like you would have been into it.
I did the geography bee.
Is it like fishing? What are you talking about?
I once was in the school-wide
Debate.
geography bee. I made it to the big stage.
Yeah,
I was pretty proud of myself.
I remember getting boat raced when I got like out of the school.
I got my ass kicked. I got one question right.
yeah.
They asked a question about a river in London, and we had been to London for spring break like 2 years prior, so I knew it was the Thames. And like I heard audible gasps from my friend when they were like, "Holy shit! Like, how did he know that? Where'd that come from?" And then I got every question. You're allowed to
That's
get
all
two
right.
wrong.
You
got
put points on the board.
I did. It felt good. I didn't get last. What were we talking about?
That guy's hog.
Oh yeah. Did you guys watch the 100?
Yeah.
The 100 is the best event.
Yeah.
Like swimming relays are really awesome. Golf was fun to watch. Whatever. But the 100 is just like so far and away the most exciting thing.
Okay. The 100, everyone knows how to run, right?
I know how to run.
But like a lot of these events, like no one's ever tried, 80% of these in their entire life. The events in the Summer Olympics. But like to be like the fastest person in the world is something that everyone can do is so fucking cool to me.
It's just the coolest. The realization when Lyles won that he like I thought the Jamaican dude had him the entire way.
His foot crossed
he
the
did too.
line
Yeah, I
first.
think he did too. And the way that the camera was panning onto the Jamaican guy was like,
guy-
oh, I think he won. And then the second he grabbed it and just started holding his name up, I was like, oh, this is so cool.
The guy calling the race thought the Jamaican
Yeah.
won too.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know the logistics and rules behind track and field. I didn't know it was torso, and so my brain was just so rattled when I saw feet going across the finish
Oh, I
line
thought it was
first.
thought it was head. Is it torso?
They said torso.
Okay.
Randy, you ran track and field. Anyone ever use their penis as a pole vault?
no.
Can you, if you cross the finish line via boner?
Yeah.
I think it was always torso. We always were instructed to like lean forward because you just want like
That's
your-
The
dumbest
timing
thing
of
I've
his
ever
lean
said.
forward and the way that his strides just started getting so big was so awesome.
Everyone's
Like,
intentionally getting rocked up before the race so they
Uh-huh.
can cross the finish line.
uh-huh. Get a fluffer out there.
There you go.
That'd be annoying.
Well, that would be so
It'd be
stupid.
aerodynamic, right?
Man, I
It's
don't
better to
know.
have something hit something because if it's flat, then it's just like a sail that the wind's hitting, pushing you back.
Hang on.
If you have it and it's going forward and it's that motion, that means it's going to be faster.
This guy's cooking right now. I think you're right.
It's like poking through the resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a fin.
Something like that. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a fin.
Where's my ship?
The guy who won was American.
Very good, Dave.
Good. I like that. Noah
This
Lyles,
shit.
man.
Noah Lyles. He talks some shit too. Made it a little bit more fun.
Were NBA players talking shit back at him? I just
think
know
they
that he talked
did.
shit and that people were like the meme was that NBA guys were pissed.
NBA Twitter was actively rooting against him.
Oh, was he the guy who
Yes.
said, okay, like
He
you
said-
can't call yourself a world champion?
Yep.
Oh, that's the
We talked about that
guy.
like a year ago. or whatever
Yeah.
it was, and I totally didn't make the connection that was the same guy.
Right. Okay. I get it now.
Yeah.
So there's like a documentary style show about sprinters. Have you guys watched any of it? I didn't
No.
know that this was a thing until Sally told me. She's like, a lot of people know more about the sprinters this year because there was some documentary series on it. I think it's called Sprint or something. I kind of want to watch it now, but I mean, I don't know. They're so fucking fast.
Can they break a 4-second 40?
Not without a running start, right?
Yeah.
Like you need a running start.
I'm going to give you the least enthusiastic. Yes.
I think they can.
Indeed. Maybe.
I
Potentially.
think they can.
Right?
No, because it's if they do 9.57 over 100 meters. I shouldn't be doing live.
Well, a
math.
yard is not a meter.
No. This is good.
I think they can.
But you'd have to get a running. You'd have to have a running. Like they
No.
can run 40 meters in under 4 seconds, but I don't think if you're starting
With the
from
running
nothing,
start, they run like a 3-4.
This is where Randy should chime in, but he's just over there. What are you doing?
yeah, Randy, chime in.
I'm sure.
Would they need a running start?
I don't know.
Because
I mean,
when Xavier Worthy broke the record at the combine, there was a sprinter, Olympic sprinter, who said like, "Oh yeah, I've run like a 3.96 before or something," and then he posted a video of it. I think.
I don't fucking know.
I'm doing research now.
Yeah.
All right. Hang on a sec. Okay. Usain Bolt, 4.22. This is 40 time when he did it. But
He's a
I don't
long
know.
strider though.
And I also don't know if this is in his prime, but it feels like his prime was like 8 years long. I don't know.
and he also wasn't the best at starting.
Right. That's what I meant by long.
Noah
strider.
Lyles, not a good start.
Yeah, not at all.
Like bad.
He was in last place like the first like 10 meters, I think. 20 meters even.
You know what they say?
What?
It's not how you start. It's how you finish.
Will's right.
It's a good point, man.
They had us in the first half. Not gonna lie.
He's doing them. The meme applies.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to that guy.
It's not your aptitude, but your attitude
Yeah.
that determines your altitude.
Whoa. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Will.
Just do it.
Yeah, now we're just saying things now.
Watching all this Olympics makes me feel like pretty soft.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie.
These guys do have pretty fit bods.
I need to start getting into a little routine here because whether you're a seasoned gym goer or just starting your fitness journey over here, the essential workout you really need is Fitbod. What's Fitbod, you might say? It's a fitness app that customizes each workout based on your goals and adapts them as you improve.
It's like keeping a personal trainer in your pocket.
Ooh, don't mind if I do.
Hello.
So you're telling me they'll create a personalized workout routine based on my goals, fitness level, and available equipment?
Exactly.
You're telling me that workouts adapt to your growth, so each workout is challenging enough to push you to make progress?
Yes.
I read a Twitter thread earlier that said you're supposed to work your legs out twice a week, Dylan. Are you doing twice a week on your legs?
I do twice a week on my legs.
Okay,
I
it
do.
doesn't look like it. You need to start doing
that's,
FitBod.
That's rude. I'm not,
Sure,
I'm not
I think
calling
if
out
anything,
parts of your body
I'm
that need
actually
work.
calling you out right now. I think you might be using FitBod for other stuff because you're showing improvements, but I think your legs, I don't think you're using FitBod. I think you're just going out there doing a leg press and hoping for the best. I think you got to get on FitBod so it keeps your legs guessing.
Wow.
I don't see the part in the copy here where it says just criticize Dylan's physique.
This man's
but
spitting.
Well, what do you see? The part where it says it attracts your muscle recovery, the part where it fine tunes by experienced certified personal trainers, like that kind of stuff.
Those are things I would point to in lieu of making fun of me. Yes.
Okay. I mean, it's like a personal trainer, but better. It's cheaper and it's easier to build custom fitness plans that work for you. Add FitBod to your workout essentials. Join FitBod today to get your personalized workout plan. 25% off your subscription or try the app for free at fitbod.me/steam. That's fitbod.me/steam.
Sorry, I gotta explain myself. I looked at my phone. I got a great text. It said, "Why is the pest guy here?"
Ooh.
Like John Leguizamo?
Yeah, why is John Leguizamo also in Spawn?
Do you have an answer for her question?
I was like, I don't know. They're not supposed to be there. They were just there. And so she's like, I'm like, I'm doing a show right now. I shouldn't be looking at my phone.
When I was cleaning up my closet the other day, I took all my clothes out and just dumped them on the bed and refolded them. And I think that a bug might have died in my clothes. And I threw it on the bed and Sally saw it, freaked out. Suddenly, 5 minutes later, she's telling me that we have an absolute infestation of some sort of breed of cockroach, whatever. And I'm like, I don't think we do. I think that I just had clothes that I threw on the bed that might have had some bugs crawl in and die.
Okay. That's totally normal. Bugs are inevitable. Can I ask a question? Am I the weird one here? Can I give just a quick sidebar?
I'm the weird guy.
You know what a gecko is. Of course, the party gecko knows what a gecko is. Cute little lizard.
Cute guys.
They frequent the outside of your homes. They're good to have around. Eat the bugs, right?
Sure.
I don't
Vibes
mind.
alone, I want geckos around.
I'm a friend of the lizard.
That's good.
Alyssa, last night we were watching Hot D, House of the Dragon.
Okay.
She spotted over on the wall a tiny little baby gecko in the house.
Aw.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, can you go get it?" Like it was a bug. I was like, "No." She's like, "We don't. I'm not okay." She's gonna hate that I'm doing this. She's like, "What if that gets in the kids' room? What if that ends up in their bed?" I'm like, "It's not. The lizard's not. I promise. The lizard's not gonna get in the bed. It's a gecko. It's like a tiny little.
What if it tucks itself in like a little tiny bed? Gets in like a Kleenex box.
What if it sells insurance to roads or something?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Is your place zoned for business?
Been waiting for him to get off mine for a while now. Anyway, I was like, I let it go, and then I was like, all right. I went to get like a glass because I was gonna like put it on it and just try to like put it outside because I knew if I can't. Lizard's tough. Even if I could catch it,
They're quick.
I don't want to kill it because it's a lizard.
Oh, dude.
And by the time I like turned my back to go to the kitchen, she's like, well, it's gone.
Okay.
She's like, and I was like, well, I was like, you will never see it again.
Dave turned around, just had a little grin on his face, like he made it.
No, I'm not kidding, dude.
He made
That's
it, dude.
absolutely correct. I was like, thank God I didn't have to like try to corral this little fucker.
I don't know why, but like a lizard in my house, like I might just let that thing vibe for the
I
long
told her,
term.
They're
it
sick.
eats bugs.
Yeah, as far as things being in your house, like lizards really bottom of the list for things I care about.
Not many bugs to eat inside though. I think he's got to feed it.
Not a lot of bugs.
Nah.
These are big. Yeah, so anyway, shout out to that lizard that's still in my home. Probably in my son's bed right now.
Just vibing.
Just chilling, playing with his toys. Just snuggling up to his lovey.
Aw.
We had Load Man recently. Can we talk about Pintman real quick?
Yeah.
Pintman's my favorite dude. He's the main character. Randy, can you pull up Pintman?
Oh man.
Dude, Pintman looks exactly like you'd imagine Pintman look.
I don't know Pintman yet. What's going on with him?
What, Pintman?
Yeah.
Dude,
It's Patty.
it's Patty Losty, dude. I'd tell you what it is, but Randy's just moving the window as much as humanly
Yeah,
possible
what's
right
happening,
now.
bud?
Said some of Dublin's great pintmen have been known to put away 30 pints or more in a day. He's a pintman.
He's just an alcoholic.
I'm a pint man.
Goes to the pub.
I drink it up. I drink your pint.
Man, there was a certified pint man, and he used to frequent Deep Eddy Cabaret. Sat in the same bar stool every day. Like I would see him every time I'd go in for years and years and years. Finally, he passed away, and then they put his picture right in front of the bar stool, like on the wall across from it. Just certified pint man.
Mm-hmm.
He was a board certified Pintman.
Yeah. he
Randy,
was.
can you play the clip of his voice, please? Oh, here's an interview with Pintman.
And I wouldn't be fond of drinking, but when I go at it, I do go at it awful and very hard. I do have 45 pints in about 2 hours. I'd have about 2 hours. I'd have a packet of crisps thin and maybe an old packet of peanuts. And I'd go for probably, and I'd have 10 more an hour. And then I'd get up the following morning and morning to have the fry on. And I'd go ahead again. And there'd be no fucking stopping me. I'd take the shirt of any man's back. Bastards.
What was it about taking his back? I missed that last part.
I'll take the shirt off any man's back.
Those are Wade
Bastards.
Boggs numbers.
Dude, he's putting up numbers.
No one's fucking with Patty.
Can you imagine him collaborating with a Vortex bottle?
45 pints in 2 hours?
No, Will's got a really interesting hypothetical here.
Say it again.
Imagine him with a Vortex bottle. Imagine the numbers he could do with that beer spraying down his throat.
Forget about it.
It's over.
Just shooting down his throat.
What did he pass away from?
Probably liver disease.
Okay,
Liver
don't know that.
failure.
Why would you think?
Is he the opposite of Brian Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian Johnson is disgusted with pipe.
I'm willing to say. I'm willing to say that Patty has the least optimized penis.
You don't know that, dude.
There's no way that thing was rocking.
Dude, I don't know.
he
I think
wasn't
Pipe
rocking.
Man stays bricked.
There's no way that man was bricked for
so
longer
much
than
beer.
like a couple
Yeah,
times.
but when
a
that's
week.
your calling in life and you're just Pipe Man,
What does that break down to? Like beers per minute? Like how quickly? is he-
BPM, dude.
He's never like he barely takes a breath. He's just drinking the entire time.
You want to see the advanced stats?
Yeah,
I think we should have Pipe Man weekend.
and try to hit those numbers.
I
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
I
thinking
feel
like
I
a-
could do 12 in a day.
I'm thinking of like a rainy bye weekend week for Texas. We're just sitting there and it's like, you know what? Today's Pipe Man Day. Let's go to Kelly's and just see how many we can take down.
What's the most number of beers you could drink in one day? When you wake up to go into sleep.
One single time in my life, my buddy and I just each bought a 30 pack and we just drank them like all day. And I finished a 30 rack. And that
You
was
did?
that was one time and it was for over like 8 hours. Like we were just hanging out, chilling outside, doing nothing, just like, hey, let's get drunk as hell today.
Mick Ultras.
These were it was Bush Light, I'll say.
Yeah, Mick Ultras I could do probably 16, 17. Guinness I could probably do 12.
Guinness I can physically like drink it quickly and efficiently, but it just gets me hammered.
Yeah.
Like I start to lose my words out of my mouth once I get to about 6 or 7 of those.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I could probably get 25 in a full day.
Guinness?
No. Just a light beer.
Yeah.
I just don't have a desire to anymore.
I don't either. I'm just wondering like what if I
No.
could push myself to do.
I feel like I'd regret it.
Dude, my dentist is calling me.
Of course,
It's not what you want.
Shitty drank 50 during Spiff Get I told y'all that.
It's true.
story.
That's true.
I didn't think about that.
Your dentist is also your friend, though.
Yeah,
I was
but
gonna
why,
say,
yeah,
it's-
but you don't want your dentist calling you out of the blue. What if he's telling me that my teeth are missing?
Hey, man,
Got some bad news.
I just feel like you have a cavity. Like, you want me to check it out?
I had a dream last night. Your teeth were falling out. So you might. I don't know what you got going on.
I was at the Sphere with him, and he asked me if I wanted any. Like he was going to get some like snacks from the bar, and he asked if I wanted any candy. And I was like, I feel like this is a trap.
Trick question.
Like you're asking me if I want Skittles at the Sphere right now. Like no, I see right through you.
Yeah.
Don't ask me that.
See what you're up to.
You gonna offer me a dip later too, dude?
Patty.
Dave, I see you're doing some Mother's Day ideas, even though Mother's Day was a couple months ago. Are you just planning for the future?
I don't know if we've got time for this one.
Are you sure?
I just wanted to offer this up. If anyone has a birthday or an anniversary coming up, that there's some new jewelry that's really hot in the streets, and they're trinkets actually, like the kind of trinkets you might get from like Cracker Barrel when you walk in and you're waiting on your table on a busy Sunday, and you're like, oh, look at the trinkets. This is from it's Trinkets by Amanda Booth. She does custom creations, and
Like what?
she'll do memorial pieces. So if you have like a loved one, like maybe you can take the ashes of that person or hair from that person, or maybe an animal, flour, fur, all that. A number of things, including jizz, breast milk. So just check her out. Her trinkets are really good. right now, I think there might be a special on the Jizzy jewelry.
Can you explain what that is? That seems like an abstract
It
concept
says
to me.
the Jizzy fad all started here. She is the proprietor of the Jizzy jewelry. She says, get custom and beautiful made pieces incorporating male or female samples, Dylan. From simple jewelry to sculpted masterpieces, nothing is off the table. And they've got a whole gallery if you want to view it. I'm going to go a different direction. I am just team breast milk.
Okay.
Because I think that it's a origin of life.
I didn't know she did breast milk designs too.
She
It's
does.
interesting.
She does. Dylan, you could even do. She's got dirty trinkets, sculpted penises, vaginas, breasts, anuses. Come dressed up in a slew of amazing designs.
Anuses, he says.
Some of the dude, tell me this. Hey, Randy, go down to the dirty trinkets. Zoom in on that little toadstool one.
Where are the dirty trinkets?
Scroll
Okay.
down.
Just
Shout out
says
to Will. It's the toadstool one. Shout out to that guy who got really mad. Remember that?
Dirty trinkets.
Dirty trinkets.
That guy was so upset.
Dude, I still think his name was that's Mandela effect for sure.
That's Mario and Luigi. I just noticed that. And Bowser.
We learned something about Mario the other day, David.
These are boobies.
Randy, do you remember what we learned about Mario?
Yes.
Can you explain it since you're the Japanese guy now?
That I'm not sure. Well, we were told that he's not saying it's a me, Mario. That it's a me means super in Japanese. So he's saying Super Mario.
Saying Itsumi Mario.
Itsumi, not
So he's
it's a
saying
me.
Super
To
Mario.
me, Mario.
Did you know this?
I
We could have
saw
been duped, but
I did know it as of a few months ago because I saw some dude did a video.
I
on it.
choose to not accept that as fact.
Yeah, I also choose to believe that it's a terrible Italian accent saying "It's me, Mario."
It's a me. But why would he
Just
be saying
announcing
that?
him, announcing himself. What would be worse? You announcing yourself to everybody, like, I'm here, or like just telling everybody how badass you are.
How down bad are you if I'm like saying the words like "It's me, Will"?
You ever show up to a social function and you're like, it's me, Dave.
Oh, we weren't sure. We didn't know who it was.
Micah,
There he is.
it me,
There he is.
it Micah.
It's me.
The Italian
Micah.
plumber with the
It's
mustache.
me.
We were wondering who it was. So shout out to Amanda.
Hey, yeah, go buy someone something nice. Send in your sample.
Dylan,
Dirty
odds?
trinkets.
A little trinket. I don't think I want
Oh,
to do
you don't
odds on
want a
this
little
one.
trinket?
I don't want to send my sample in.
Oh, you don't want a little memory piece?
Be uncomfortable.
Okay, I don't know if that's Japanese. I just looked up super in English to Japanese, and it's
Don't do the
subarashi.
You need to know
Subarashi.
this kind of
Yeah.
shit in a couple weeks.
Maybe
buddy.
we're duped.
We'll see. Can't believe anything on the internet. We'll see.
You're gonna be on boots on the ground over there.
You know what? I'll do my own research. How about that?
Can I ask y'all a question before we get out of here?
Yeah.
I've had an issue lately, and I don't know what to do about it. You know how like they say never wake a sleeping baby.
Uh-huh.
I've had an issue lately every Saturday morning since I moved into my place, and I'm at the point where I don't know what to do anymore. I don't hate these people by any means, but it's starting to be a real issue in my life as I'm trying to get my sons to, just sleep in a little bit. So every single Saturday morning, there's a road biking group that goes by our house. Next to my house is a set of speed bumps. You guys familiar with these speed bumps? Not talking about that, Dylan. Talking about the ones on the road.
Oh, I was so confused. Okay.
Yeah.
In the road biking crew, they're looking out for each other. That's what you do in the Peloton, You got to look out for your fellow man. Hey, watch out. There's a branch down. You don't want to get thwacked in the face. Hate getting thwacked in the face,
Oh no, I know where this is.
But they
going.
do this thing where every time they go by the speed bumps, they yell pothole. And so suddenly the first person says pothole. Next person, pothole, pothole, pothole.
They all yell it?
Yeah, all of them yell it. My dog hears this and starts like immediately barking, sprinting out of the room, barking to go out. It's 7 a.m. and I'm like, what do I do here? Like, I don't want these people to be flying. I don't want there to be like a giant crash scene outside of my place with a bunch of bloodied road bikers because they don't yell pothole. But like, you kind of do the same route every time. Can we just know that there's a pothole in this neighborhood and we don't yell it? I don't know what to do.
I think what you do is you find like a dead bear.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
And you just like leave it out there.
Just yeah.
Dead bear.
Set the
Dead bear.
tone.
If I bought a sign and that just said pothole and just put it right there,
Yeah,
do you think they'd
maybe.
stop yelling
I'm
it?
confused. Is there an actual pothole?
No, there's no pothole. I think that's just like I think that's what they've determined for the group to just be what they say if something's in the road.
What's in
It's
the
kind
road?
of lazy.
The speed bumps.
Oh, okay.
They're just looking out for the speed bumps.
So there's this place next to where I live. And by the way, this place is really interesting. It's kind of like a commune in a way. It's like really crunchy. And anyway, there's a place in there. They do scream therapy, like to relieve stress. And they all just get in there
Scary.
In public?
and they scream together. Well, it's enclosed. It's inside a place, but it's like a little studio. Imagine like a yoga studio, but instead of doing yoga, you're just in there screaming. It's a real thing. It's so weird.
I don't want to do that.
That'd
I
be a
don't
fun
think-
bet payoff.
Usually screaming doesn't do much for me.
You never just scream into a pillow when you're upset?
The last time I screamed into a pillow was after a FIFA game that I lost. It was my final game to win Division 1, which has been what I've been trying to do for my entire FIFA career. And I was up 2-1 on the guy, and some algorithm of the game made the other team a super team, and he scored 2 goals on me in injury time in FIFA, which never happens. And I lost, and I was like, I'm never getting back to this point for months now, and I just screamed into the pillow. It was devastating stuff,
I'm
Dylan.
sorry, man.
I typically scream during Cowboy games. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And I will pillow scream. I will.
Yeah.
Sally makes fun of me for saying sit down when someone gets hit really hard. I don't know that I do it. I don't intentionally say sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down!
Kill him. That's what I say sometimes.
Oh, Sally's a get him person.
Get him.
You
They're-
got jacked
They're
up.
trying to get him, Sally.
Yeah, they're doing their best. He's pretty good.
I don't know. Sometimes I wondered about the UT defense last season.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Fair. The
Oh.
secondary, not great.
I think you should just build a privacy fence.
With just deflecting sound.
Yep.
I don't want the. I kind of like that the Peloton's rolling by the squad.
No, that's dope.
But like, I don't know what to like. I would love to have a situation where we could coexist, and my dog wasn't waking up everyone in the house when they start screaming pothole. No noise machine can cover up this bark of a dog willing to take down an entire crew of road bikers.
You got to build a wall and make them pay for it.
Yeah. I could get their Venmos. I could stand by with like a. Should I just go out there every morning and just be like, shh?
You should be like, hey, you do this every Saturday. Y'all should probably
should
know
know.
by now.
I'm gonna get a sign that just says pothole, and I'm just gonna hold it there and be like, please quiet.
Baby
Pothole,
sleeping.
son,
Kids
guy.
sleeping.
Yeah.
They just start yelling, Will the freeze. Will the freeze.
I'm gonna have like a beach. I'm gonna have a beach chair out there with my cup of coffee and just stand up every morning. And, hey guys, we're gonna be quieter now. okay?"
Honestly, petition the city to remove the speed bumps.
I'm gonna petition the city just to remove just all road bikers.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna do that. That'd be mean.
I still don't like that they say pothole for everything.
By the way, can I give you a little update on the girl that I almost hit with my car?
Yeah.
Remember when we talked about that?
The one
Of
who
course.
egged you.
So I looked the other day. There is no sidewalk from where she was running from. So she was running from a non-sidewalked side of the street to a sidewalked side of the street. And I was like, well, that makes sense why I might not have like totally like seen it the same way. But
Yeah.
it was an interesting realization where I was like, oh yeah, I've never seen anyone run this direction because there's no sidewalk over here. I still fear seeing her every single day because she could justifiably yell at me.
I feel like she got her justice in her.
Yeah, there's still some
mind.
egg on my bumper, and I don't really know what to do about it. It's pretty baked on there.
Damn, dude. Yeah, egging is bad.
Yeah, I didn't know that egg was so hard to get off a car.
You can eat the paint too if you leave it.
I just drink paint like PMT.
Oh.
You ever had a piece of bologna thrown on your vehicle?
No, I've heard
Don't do
I've heard
that.
bad things. Won't it just take the paint right off?
Allegedly. I've never done it. I was hoping y'all had.
No, we talked about doing it for a little bit. My buddy got like slammed into a car by some like upperclassman one time, and we were like, dude, should we actually put bologna on his car? Fuck this dude.
That's a funny thing to do.
We didn't do it.
That's a step up though. That's a step up in pranking.
Yeah,
That's doing some
that really
damage.
escalates things.
It does.
That's when you start thinking about suspensions and like possible expulsions if things really get escalated.
Yeah.
Should we get out of here?
Bye.
Bye.